Hello, Chris and I want to welcome you to Max International, to our amazing Max family, and we're going to share with you the new associate orientation training.
And one of the best way to get started as a point of reference is what we call a new associate orientation, to give you an idea of what you should know as you begin your journey with Max. And before we begin the journey of understanding the network marketing, I think it's important to have a bit of an overview. For example, network marketing versus your job. You do understand that working for someone else, you're exchanging your time for money. You're fulfilling someone else's dream. But when you work for profits as an entrepreneur, which is a network marketing arena, then you can start really working on your dreams and you can really improve your lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying that in a job you can't do that, but in a job you are limited by what the person who hired you will determine what is your worth. And in network marketing, your worth is determined by you. You decide how much you are worth based on the amount of work you do and the integrity that you put into your work. What's also very interesting is network marketing is bulletproof when it comes to a poor economy or a good economy. In fact, which is really interesting, Tammy and I have seen some stats in the past where when economies thrive, let me rephrase that, when the economy is down, the industry is growing. It kind of makes sense because people are looking for ways to earn an income. And facing, the COVID situation from the 2020, depending on what year and when you're watching this video, you understand that the economy went through a major shift where people are back home working from home again. And network marketing is exactly what it is we work from home. Tammy and I have been doing this for well over 25 years, and we've trained countless thousands of people over the years. And as I said earlier, is profit is better than wages. Instead of working and exchanging time for money, now you're actually exchanging time to better your future by working for profits. And one of the benefits as a networker is you have added tax benefits. See, that you live in Canada, you live in the United States, or anywhere around the world, you will recognize that when you pay your taxes, a lot of time there will be deductions. And deductions will be based on the expenses. And in our business, everything become an expense. What you drink, what you wear, what you eat, even what you drink, if you have some guests that you're inviting to entertain, you understand what I mean. So there's a lot of benefits being an entrepreneur in the arena of network marketing. And the last point I'm going to talk about is the 4 pillars. You see, the 4 pillars that you want to keep in mind as you're building this business is the first one is the company. The company is the basic foundation of where everything begins. They deliver the products, they deliver the income, they provide the marketing tools, and then we have the products. The products is what is our spine, is what keeps us alive, is what keeps us going. So it's important that you don't become a doctor or as knowledgeable as a doctor, but you become knowledgeable on the benefits that our products have to offer. That is very, very important. Not so much on the science aspect of it, but what are the benefits people will be getting. Number 3 is the compensation plan. See, the company will compensate you for telling others about this incredible venture. And that's what will improve or change your lifestyle. And of course, number 4 is your story. Your story is the foundation and the beginning of your business. If your story is compelling, people tend to stop and listen to what you have to say. There's a saying about your story that if your why makes you cry, it is most likely going to have an impact. So work on your story. So these are the 4 pillars in getting started your business.
Yeah, it's all about building belief, and it takes time. It's a journey, right? Because you're new in building this business. So the key is to really keep everything as simple as possible. So now we're going to master 3 simple steps. Number 1 is why. Why are you doing Max? And Chris shared with you just briefly about your story. That is what is going to keep you solid in building this business. This is what you're going to be sharing every single day, passionately, why you're consuming these products, what the products have done for you, why are you part of this network marketing profession, and what is it doing for you to create an added income stream. And of course, number 2 is your goal. What do you want to achieve out of your business? What do you want to achieve through Max International? Take the time to write this down. And number 3 is action. What are you willing to do to get what you desire to have through Max International?
So number 1, and we talked about your why earlier. See, the purpose of your why is your personal journey. Why are you doing this business? What are your goals? If you happen to be successful in this business, what is success for you? If we're talking about monetary, what is that income on a monthly basis or weekly basis? Very important. What are the things that you want to do once you're successful in this kind of business? Very important. Take the time to define the reason why you're involved. It will keep you grounded when you may be going through some tough times, as it is part of the journey.
So take the time to go through these questions and write it down on a piece of paper. And I highly recommend you share this with your sponsor. So number 2 is to set your goals. So you can see here, this represents a monthly goal. So every single month, what is your target on signing up new associates, on signing up new customers, signing up 5 people so that you can reach your prime bonus? Chris is going to share that in the compensation plan. And then of course, what ranks do you want to be hitting? So set a target goal, and then you want to start with bronze.
But here's what's really, really important. Take note. Take action. Not later, not tomorrow, not next week when I think I have some more time. Right now. Start with your why. Prepare your story. And make your lists so you can begin. What's really important here is the 5 steps of the Max Action Plan. Number 1, very important, is your auto ship. Your auto ship is your monthly consumption on a monthly basis. If you don't know already about what these products can do for you, I assure you that when you do, you will not want to miss one day, because they are extremely important, especially in this very toxic environment that we're exposed to today.
And step number 2 is to sign up 2 new people into your business. One person you position on the left side of your team. The other person you position on the right side of your team. Each one of them consuming 100 points on their auto ship, and that will qualify you now for a senior associate.
Step number 3. It's what we call to qualify for prime bonus. How do you qualify? And I'll have an illustration for you in a moment. But you sponsor 5 associates and your first level. And each of those associates consume 100 CV. That's $100 of products every single month.
And step number 4 is to become a bronze associate. And you'll get that illustration in the forwarding slides.
Now, what's really important, number 5, is the duplication process. The key to success that Tammy and I who have achieved in this company, it's because of the duplication process. If people can do what you do, then it will take a life on its own. If you have to do everything for everyone, that's when you may find very difficult for you to grow and evolve in this kind of business.
So this step here is just an illustration of the steps that you need to do in building the business. So you've got yourself in the square, you put your name, and then you've got your 5 key people. You want to put their names in that slot as soon as you have them in your business, and then you're going to teach them to do the same thing.
In the comments section, you will have access to be able to download this PDF with the 5 steps and this slide that Tammy just talked about, so you can have a copy for yourself.
And be sure to go through this with your sponsor.
Very, very important. See, what Tammy and I are sharing with you here are basic concepts. Now, your leader may have a different aspect and a different approach on how they go about doing things. We simply want to give you an approach, what we believe is important. Now, as Tammy alluded on step number 2, is you need to sponsor one person on your left, one person on your right. This is what we call to become a senior associate. This is how the company recognized that rank. One on the left, one on the right, and each of them are ordering 100 PV, which is personal volume. Once you've accomplished that, then you are considered a senior associate, and now you're in a position to start earning commission that we'll talk about in a moment when it comes to your binary income. Now, when we talked about step number 3, we talked about the prime bonus. The prime bonus is a foundation. This is not an income that you rest on. It's an income, but it's designed to build that residual income that you thrive. So, very important in the prime bonus is everyone must understand and thrive to achieve prime bonus 1. Now, how do you achieve it? Number 1, we talked about this earlier, is you have to be at 100 PV, 100 personal volume, which is 2 products generally of your choice. Step number 2, have at least 3 people personally enrolled that are consuming 100 PV. But you need to have a total of 500. That's why we suggest for you to go recruit 5 people. So from there, when you accumulate the 500 CV from your personal enrollment associate, you are qualified as a prime bonus. And I stated earlier, the company will give you a share, and that share will vary from month to month based on the global volume that the company has accumulated. Now, here's the definition of the prime bonus level 1. You have 5 people that you have personally enrolled, and you receive 1 share. What's really important here is the total of the 5 people you recruited or sponsored, you have 500 points. But if you count yours, that totals up to 600 points. This is very important when we start talking about the duplication process. For example, you're looking at the binary team bonus income over here. It goes from bronze to crown. Don't worry about all the details. We have other trainings that will explain to you all the details about the binary income. What you need to understand is we talked about bronze earlier. How do you get to bronze? Well, if you look on the left team, you have 3 people. If you look on your right team, you have 2 individuals. Who are these individuals? These are the same 5 people that we talked about earlier. Just happen to be spread on the left and on the right, because 5 is uneven, is the reason why you have 3 people on your left, 2 people on your right. Now, if each and every one of them has accumulated the 600 CV, what does that mean? That means you're qualified prime level 1. From that point on, you keep duplicating the process with everybody you're personally enrolled that are interested to qualify for prime level 1. When you start doing the math on the left side, you have 1,800 points there. That's CV, commissionable volume. That's what CV stands for. And on the right-hand side, you got 2. If they qualified, that's 1,200. Now, look, to get the first rank of bronze that Tammy talked about on step number 4, is 2,000 CV. On the left-hand side, there's only 200 CV missing. On the right-hand side, you have 800 CV missing. What that means is if you start helping your team qualifying for prime bonus level 1 and helping their sponsors, the people that they've recruited, to be prime bonus level 1, you're starting to add blocks, I like to call it, of 600 CV. That's how you maintain an income after month after month and month after month. And then if this grows, the goal is to grow it. Eventually you reach the silver level and then the gold level, all the way down to the crown diamond. It is absolutely amazing if you just duplicate that, how powerful your team could become.
So now we're going to go through the to-do list through the new associate orientation. So number 1 is to write out your why with Max. Your health why, your financial why. Obviously you're new, so you might not have that financial why Max. Number 2, set your auto ship for 100 personal volume by the 5th of the month. And there is a strategy on doing this at the 5th of the month that you'll learn through some of the training platforms. Number 3 is to make your written contact list. Everybody that you know by first name, start with that. Just start writing names of people. And as you write them down, other names will come to your mind to write down. Number 4 is to invite people to watch a video. We use the www.maxlook.info in the North American market. Other markets, other international markets may use other videos. Number 5 is to subscribe to the team website. So www.activeteamgroup.com. And you click on subscribe, put your first name and your email, and you'll be getting ongoing information and trainings, anything that's new coming up. Number 6 is to attend Monday night trainings. It's called Go for Diamond Trainings, and it's a Zoom webinar. And you'll have access to that by going to activeteamwebinar.com, or you can go directly to the Zoom platform, and you can get the Zoom ID from your sponsor. Number 7 is to view the Success Cycle series on the activeteamtraining.com.
What's really important here, and just to emphasize on number 4 in watching the video, we understand that every market may have their own video. What's important is that you initiate the contact with a video. That's really what it means. And when it comes to the webinars, everything we do is on activeteamwebinar.com. So at that point, that to-do list is absolutely critical.
So number 8 is to acquire business tools. Obviously your products. You always want to have products on hand because you never know who you're going to meet when you're out and about that will want to try the product. So you can sell them to them. And of course you want to have a professional voice message. You want to be able to have access to do a 3-way calling on your phone. So make sure that you get that from your phone server. Join team groups. There's WhatsApp groups, there's Facebook groups. Talk to your sponsor and they'll get you connected. You want to download the Zoom app, and so you can go directly to your Zoom account. It is actually free, so you can go directly to your Zoom account to get to any of the Zoom trainings. Number 9 is to go to www.mymaxpay.com and set up your account for your commissions. Number 10, you want to connect to your leader and your support team on a regular basis. They're going to need to be there with you while you get this started. Number 11 is understand the core business strategies in building your business, which is prime bonus. Okay, so once you learn how to do prime bonus number 1, then you can teach other people how to do it. And number 12 is to learn how to enroll new associate and new customers.
So here's the summary for success. Talk to people every day and follow up timely. In other words, if you tell someone you're going to call at a certain time or do a session, a webinar session at a certain time, make sure that you are there on time. It's also a good idea to send them a quick reminder prior to any kind of event that you've invited people to attend. Learn and grow daily. Read books, watch videos, listen to the people who have had success before you. That's why Tammy often referred to have your team leader involved within your organization, your group, especially if it's a diamond and above. Read your team messages in group daily and save important information. Very important that you become independent and not always dependent on your upline leader. Visit your virtual office daily and familiarize yourself with the reports, commission, teams, and ownership, everything that you need to know to operate your business. Remember, you are in business, right? You're not in business by yourself, but you're in business for yourself, and treat it as such. Attend events, virtual events, and build relationship with other Max associates. You never know when someone can come in to support for a call or anything that you may need, extra third-party credibility, for example. Do your authorship the first week of every single month and teach your team to do the same. Very important. Don't wait till the last day, the last minute, on the last second of the month. This is asking for trouble. Everybody rushes, everybody's trying to get there, and it's so easy to miss the boat and then your volume will be lost. Very important. Do it the first of the month, it is done. That simple. Above all, don't quit. Stay the course. Remember that if others are succeeding, you can too. Never let go of your dreams and your goals.
Obstacles are what you see when you take your eyes off the goal. So you want to make sure that you want to make sure that you always have a target goal, that you're focused on moving forward. Because if you get sidetracked, you'll find that you'll end up with a lot of obstacles in building your business.
And here's something that's very important here is persistent pays. You know, folks, very often we're going to come across challenges. And these challenges often are going to remind us of the things that are not always positive, that, oh, it's not working. I keep trying. I keep doing this. I've been in this business for X amount of months, X amount of years, and I'm still struggling. You know, folks, what's really important is to evolve and to learn. And if you don't persist in staying the course, one day that one person that could have made an enormous difference in your business may come along, but you're not there. And you miss out on this opportunity. Stay the course and be persistent. It's very, very important. That's why the statement, persistence pays.
It sure does. And remember, you're new in the business. It is a journey, your success journey. And during that success journey, you are going to make a lot of impact in people's lives. So remember this phrase, success with significance.
You know, above all, a grateful heart is a magnet to miracles. This is something that Tammy and I have recognized. People that are grateful and they show gratitude for others and what they have achieved and what they have, they tend to have more of it. I cannot stress this enough. Be grateful for who you are and what you've achieved so far, and the people that are around you willing to help you.
Absolutely. The journey is a lot of fun. Have fun in your Max business. And every step of the way, understand you're making a difference, not only in your life, but in the lives of many, many people. Like Chris said, always be in gratitude, even for the things that are not working, because that is, like Chris said, it's a stepping stone to reaching your target goals.
So we want to thank you for joining us on this new associate orientation. We hope that you take action on some of the things that we shared with you here, and that most importantly, that you will be duplicating within your organization. We look forward to see you in our upcoming Go for Diamond webinars and trainings, and of course, the leadership that is ahead of you that got you into this business. Make sure that you follow their guidelines and their trainings. And this is how you're going to get to your success. Stay the course. Bye for now.